Welcome to the Passionpreneur Experience, where I examine the thoughts, energy, and strategy a side hustler needs to grow their entrepreneurial dreams, all while they work their corporate 9-to-5 day job. I'm your host, Bridget Cobb. Now let's get started. Hey, and welcome back to the Passionpreneur Experience. This week, I will be continuing a short series I'm running on comparing different resources and understanding when you use each. Last week, I covered the difference between a mentor, a coach, and a consultant. 3 really powerful resources that you can bring into your business, depending on your need and what you're looking for, what you're looking to achieve. Today, I want to follow on that and look at 3 new resources and see how these stack up against each other, what they are, and how you might use them. Today, we're going to be looking at the difference between a masterclass, group coaching, and a mastermind group. And you may have heard some of these terms floating around, and certainly especially mastermind group and masterclass, I've seen become more and more popular over the coming years. And group coaching is also something that's quite common. I think it's probably a little less known than the other 2. So I'm going to talk about these 3 resources, what they are, how they're used, what it comprises of. You can determine for yourself whether any of these resources are needed in your business, either now or in the future. So let's dig into it. I'm going to start firstly with the masterclass. And masterclass, I don't know about you guys, but I've been seeing a whole wave of advertisements for masterclasses recently. There's a really fantastic one, I think that's come out through NPR, and a series of recorded, they bring in some really amazing celebrities and well-known figures that may embody a certain characteristic or skill set. And then that person basically drops some knowledge. They share their experience, stories. You can kind of take a look you can think of a masterclass as a training of sorts. There is an instructor, generally one instructor that leads a masterclass. And this is about sharing their expertise, their knowledge, their thoughts and opinions around a particular topic. Now, I've heard of master classes that might be about a very particular tool or strategy, or even as conceptual as strategic thinking or questioning things, how to properly question concepts in your life. So they can get very specific, they can get very broad. But the purpose of the masterclass is to learn from an expert. So again, you're looking at that one central figure, you're going to bring a class together, and this could be in person, this could be virtual. In many cases today, it's actually a video series that you watch. So it's not even really interactive, as in you're going to a class, but you are learning from an expert at the head of the room, so to speak, even if it's virtual. So a masterclass is a great resource if you are looking to engage with a very specific topic and you are looking to learn from an expert. So you're wanting knowledge passed from that expert directly to you so that you can interpret it and apply it in your own way. And it's going to be a very intensive, focused amount of information around a very specific topic. And that's kind of the beauty of a masterclass, is that you can seek out those various, very specific topics and then immerse yourself in it. Because everything in that masterclass will focus back on that one target subject. So, very powerful resource. It's a great way to immerse yourself in a specific skill set or something that you want to capitalize on, you want to build on. And, of course, you can hear from some amazing experts in the process and really learn from their experience. The second resource I want to talk about is group coaching. And I think group coaching is probably a little less known, as I said before. Now, most people are familiar with traditional coaching, which is traditionally one-on-one. One coach, one client. They talk about that one client's very intimate, very specific challenges, roadblocks, goals. And the coach will work with that individual, ask questions, and interact with that one person individually. A lot of times there's follow-up from a previous session, and they can. It's very much a deep relationship between a coach and a client, and that coaching relationship. However, group coaching is becoming more popular these days. The benefit that comes along with group coaching is that you actually witness others being coached. You can listen to that process, and allows you to step out of your own mind and your own bias, and in a lot of cases, your own thoughts that you've built up to protect yourself. And you may listen to someone be coached on a very similar or even the exact same issue as you. When you hear their excuses, might be the same excuses you've come up with, but when you hear the excuses they've come up with, or the way they've talked themselves out of something, or have allowed some thoughts to block them, you can hear it so much more clearly when it's not coming from your own brain. And now you do have that same situation. You've got one coach, you have a group of people. Those people, generally, if a coach that's running group coaching is setting it up, I think in the right way, they're going to have people that are on a similar track. They may have some similar situations, or have some kind of common goals. Maybe not. They may actually say this group coaching is about X. We're going to focus on entrepreneurship. And that means, okay, most people coming in, I should hope everybody coming in is an entrepreneur. So that gives you some similarity there. Or it might be group coaching around quitting drinking. All right, so you've got that common theme that you're all coming for. And what that means is that you get this ability to listen in and hear others be coached. Now, it's a vulnerable space. A lot of times, yes, you're going down the same path. You're having a true coaching session that you might have one-on-one, but others are listening in. Now, a lot of cases you'll find these days, group coaching is happening virtually. So it's over a phone or over Zoom, something like that, VoIP. So you may have the benefit of not seeing other people as you're coached. Maybe everybody's on webcam. Depends on how the coach sets it up. But the real benefit here is that if you are able to be vulnerable, even though there are others present, and if the others agree to also be vulnerable, you can really learn a lot from hearing others be coached. Because like I said, it's a beautiful opportunity to step outside of yourself and hear your own excuses in others, hear your own challenges, your own mental block in others. And when you hear others say it, sometimes it's just like a big slap across the face, like, oh my gosh, is that what I sound like? Because I would have said the same thing. And that coach is still sitting there in an earnest place, helping that person challenge what's going on underneath. And so by virtue, what happens a lot in group coaching is by the time it gets to that last person and they say, what would you like to be coached on? They say, like, I'm good. I got it. I mean, I had this issue you talked about with that person over there. I was thinking the same thing that the third person thought. And quite honestly, I got everything I needed out of that. And so there's this real power that comes with the group. And you're able to capitalize. And also, it's really wonderful when you can see that others are struggling in the same areas that you are, and that you don't feel so alone in that moment. So group coaching is quite powerful. I know some people that do it, coaches that I know, and they just get such amazing results. The bond that grows within the group is quite strong. And it can build some really strong friendships and even partnerships due to this group coming together and working on everything that they need to work on together as a group. So again, with the group coaching, there is one leader. Generally, that's the coach. They actually lead the session. They do one-on-one coaching with individuals, but in a group setting. And while others get to kind of partake and learn as they go through the process. Everybody gets coached, but there are other participants observing at the same time. Might be different, might be a little bit out of some people's comfort zone, but there's often a benefit there too, because there could be a price difference with one-on-one coaching versus group coaching. So something to think about and consider as you look at how you want to grow in your business. The third resource I'm going to talk about today is a mastermind group. And these can often be confused with master classes because they sound so similar. So you've got the master class, you've got group coaching, and you have a mastermind group. Now, mastermind groups can be set up in a couple of different ways. Sometimes mastermind groups come together organically. So let's say you're in a Facebook group for entrepreneurs, and you end up talking to 4 or 5 other people in the group quite regularly. And then you decide as a group, hey, does anybody want to meet up once every other week and just kind of check in, keep each other accountable? That mastermind group starts to come together organically. There's not necessarily a single-threaded leader or any one person leading discussion. You're coming together as a natural group, and you're working with each other, coming in, reporting your progress, talking about goals. Hopefully you all have common goals, maybe you're all small businesses trying to launch new products, or you're a group of people that want to launch their business for the first time. So you're coming together to talk about how you get started and what that looks like. That really helps, by the way, if you are setting up a mastermind group. But generally, it's pretty organic. Now, there are professional organized mastermind groups. And with a more organized mastermind group, you will have an organized leader. And that leader might build out more of an experience with the mastermind group. So you're going to apply to get into that group. The mastermind facilitator is going to ensure that you have a very similar set of people or group of people in the group. So everybody is thereabouts at the same level in their business and has a common goal. For instance, I know Brooke Castillo from the Life Coach School. She does a few different mastermind groups. There's like $100,000 mastermind group, $1 million mastermind group, a $10 million. And so those are people that want to earn those amounts of money in their business. And when you're at the level where you want to earn $1 million or $10 million, those are going to be very specific types of, and these are all coaching businesses, by the way, that they're going to have similar circumstances in their businesses if they're at that level. And that ensures that you're going to get a lot of benefit out of knowing the people in this group. It becomes a powerful network for you. You can lean on these people. You could reach out to them. You learn from their mistakes, from their tactics. They learn from yours. This is a massive accountability practice. Like I said, with the facilitated mastermind group, that might come with coaching as well. It might come with the mastermind facilitator prompting conversation. So they'll actually say I'm going to organize a series of topics that will come up, as well as the accountability piece. There could even be work in between with an organized mastermind group where you're doing homework or you're preparing presentations to bring back to the group. So this is a kind of a powerful, interactive network of like-minded and similar status businesses or people coming together to help all of them lift their game together with common goals in mind. So really different. So you've got the master class where you're thinking kind of like, this is a training. I'm going to go learn something very specific from an expert. and it's kind of a one-way conversation. They are teaching me. You've got group coaching, which is conversational in a group, but one at a time. So coach and client, one-on-one. Yes, there's a one-on-one coaching dynamic going on, but there are multiple people there all listening. Everybody in the group gets coached. Everyone gets to learn from everyone else's coaching experience. And there may be some general conversation amongst the group so that you do have dialogue going across. But in a lot of cases, this is a coach coaching another one-on-one. And then the last one is the mastermind group, which is the most interactive. This may or may not have an organized leader, but this is all about accountability. This is all about focusing on a specific goal across multiple businesses that want to share both share their expertise and learn from others' expertise. Or even with organized mastermind groups, you might have that the mastermind facilitator ensures that there are different people with different types of expertise so that everyone can have something unique to bring to the table and share. So those are the 3 different resources I wanted to talk about today, how you can use each of those in your business, and depending on what you need to get out of them, I think they're all very powerful resources. They all also take a lot of commitment, I think, especially that group coaching and mastermind group. So like I said last episode, I was talking about the mentor, the coach, and the consultant, and how it's possible that you have all 3 of these resources being used simultaneously at the same time in your business. With these 3 resources, mastermind, group coaching, and masterclass, it's a lot, I would say, to have all 3 of these being utilized in your business at one time. So I would be conscious of the type of cadence of each of these. I mean, if you had a weekly mastermind group and a weekly group coaching session, that would be a lot. There would be a lot going on in your business to balance, along with running the business and your 9 to 5. So I probably wouldn't suggest doing all of these at once, but really taking a look at the purpose of each of them and utilizing them as needed. All right. The group coaching, in my perspective, I am biased, peeps, because I am a coach, but I find that having some type of coaching influence in your life is powerful. But I myself am in a mastermind group, and I absolutely love it. It's a fantastic group of people, and I learn so much from them. We meet every other week. We talk business. We talk goals. We actually have an accountability tracker that we check in. We write our goals down, and then we check in every 2 weeks to make sure we're hitting those goals. So these are women that I can rely on for sound business advice and for introductions and for partnerships. So it's a fantastic resource. So that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for joining me. And if you have a topic that you would like me to explore on this show, I would really encourage you to give me a shout. I do. If you don't already, check me out on Instagram. You can follow me on @BridgetCobbCoaching. In fact, every episode, I have a series of posts that come out that support the episode. So that's a great way to reach out, or you can just inbox me and send me a message. If you're interested in coming on the show, give me a shout. I've had some fantastic guests over the last few months since I've launched, and I'd love to explore how you can bring your own expertise here to the show. So that's all I've got for you today. Thanks again for listening to the Passionpreneur Experience, and I'll see you back here next time. Bye. Are you building your side hustle business all on your own? Well, you don't have to. Engaging with and being accountable to a supportive community will increase your productivity and keep you on track. Join my private Facebook community, the Passionpreneur Experience, and connect with like-minded side hustlers just like you. Head to the show notes now for a link to the group and start building the business of your dreams.